Hey guys, what's up? This is Bharat and today we are unboxing the Galaxy A5 2017 variant. We've already done the unboxing of the A7, so in case you've missed it, you can go check that out as well. We'll drop a link to that in the description below. So without wasting any time, let's get started. The Samsung Galaxy A5 has been launched for $28,990 and essentially is the same identical phone when compared to the A7. The only difference is that the A7 has a 5.7-inch Full HD Super AMOLED display, whereas the A5 has a 5.2-inch Full HD Super AMOLED display. In our unboxing, we accidentally said that the A7 has a 5.5-inch screen, but in fact it does have a 5.7-inch Full HD Super AMOLED display. So the first thing inside the box is the device itself. If I go further in, there is some documentation inside the box. You also get a SIM ejector tool along with a wall charger, which is a fast adaptive charger. And then you also get a USB to USB Type-C cable along with the standard Samsung in-ear type earphones. You also get a micro USB to USB Type-C adapter. So if you have any previous cables lying around, you can use them with this device. So that is everything from the box. Let's take a look at the phone itself. So over at the front, you have the same 2.5D plus 3D glass, which curves on all sides. It looks nice and it feels really comfortable in the hand. There are no sharp edges and it melts into the metal frame, which is sealed at the back and you can't remove your battery. Now, the Galaxy A5, just like the Galaxy A7, has a 16 megapixel front camera, which does have an f1.9 aperture. And below that is the 5.2-inch Super AMOLED display with a 1920 by 1080p resolution. Now below that are two touch capacitive buttons along with the main home button and a fingerprint sensor. On the bottom of the device, you get the USB Type-C port along with the main microphone and the 3.5mm headphone jack. Over at the right is where your power button is. You also get the main speaker sitting above the power button. On the top is the secondary noise cancellation microphone along with the SIM2 tray, which will accept up to a 256GB micro SD card. Over at the left is where your volume rockers are. And below that is where your SIM1 tray is. Now all the SIM cards are nano SIM cards. The phone does support VoLTE as well as LTE, so you can make those calls over your Jio networks. Now over at the back is also a 16 megapixel camera, again with an f1.9 aperture, and you can see the Samsung logo. This is the black color. It is extremely glossy, extremely fingerprint friendly, but it definitely looks nice. The overall design of the phone reminds me of the S2, S3 era where the phones were completely rounded off. It doesn't seem like a new design at all. On the inside is a 3000 mAh battery. It does support fast charging using Samsung's own adaptive fast charge. And the device also has a Samsung's own Exynos 7880 octa-core chipset, which runs at 1.9 GHz. Now again, the phone is pretty responsive. It is still running Android Marshmallow, which is slightly disappointing. You also do have a host of preloaded applications, including the Microsoft applications, which you can disable but cannot completely uninstall. Over at the left of the home screen is where briefing sits, which is essentially Flipboard, and the overall user interface has the Samsung skin or the Samsung UX on it. Earlier used to be called TouchWiz. Now it's just called the Samsung user interface. It's been applied on Android Marshmallow, and this device should be updated to Android Nougat, but no official announcements from Samsung. The A5, just like the A7, is completely water resistant and dust resistant thanks to the IP68 certification that both of these phones have. Now the display looks absolutely gorgeous because it is a Super AMOLED display, but the phone is priced at about 28,000 rupees, which seems extremely pricey for what is being offered on the device. On the inside, you also get 3GB of RAM and 32GB of onboard storage. Basically suit your basic needs, but then the device also takes in a 256GB micro SD card. The camera on the phone is exactly the same as the A7, so you do get a bunch of shooting modes, including a Pro mode, but it's not a full Pro mode, so you only get certain things that you can change around. You also get a whole host of filters and beauty filters that you can pull in from the right side of the main screen. The camera only records video at 1080p, which again is a slight disappointment, but all in all, the phone seems super responsive and snappy. You do get a bunch of Samsung applications that mimic standard Google applications, so you do have a Samsung browser, but then you also have the Google Chrome browser, which is preloaded. So you can choose and pick your favorite. Personally, I feel Chrome is faster than Samsung's own browser, but then everyone has their own preferences. All in all, the device seems good, but pricey. We'll be doing a full review of the phone in the coming days. So if you have any questions or queries, you can drop them in the comment section below. And if you'd like to see something specific, drop that in the comment section below as well. Do check us out on iGyan.in. Catch us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. This has been Bharat Nagpal. I'll see you guys in the next one.